Yo, what is good? A-Town here, and we're back with another Destiny Rising video. Today we're going to be talking about the Season 1 survey that just came out quite a few days ago on the 25th. And there's about 6 days remaining within the Season 1 time frame. So if you haven't completed all of your achievements to get the seal and all that, strongly recommend on doing so. I think there's also an emblem tied to it as well, so make sure you get that done. But for today's video, we're just going to go ahead and go through this survey, go over my personal thoughts of what I think Season 1 is all about, or how I think they did. For the first time, people would say they're still in the beta phase. So yeah, we're just going to go over and talk about my thoughts. Again, no glazing. We're not here to glaze and say, oh my god, Destiny Rising is like the best game ever, fuck D2. Like, we're not doing any of that stuff here. We're just giving complete honest opinion, no jokes, no nothing. We're just gonna get critical with it. So let's see what we got. Greeting Light Bearer, bring you a even better season experience. We're inviting you to fill out a short survey. It only takes a few minutes to complete. And as a thanks, we'll be sending you 30 Lumia Leaves and 2,000 Glimmer. We truly appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts and insights, and may the light be with you. Yeah, definitely got Star Wars vibes with that. I wonder if that's going to be like their thing, saying like, may the light be with you. Following sec, we're not going to read all this. Third party stuff, blah, blah, blah. Now, again, big shout out to the devs, NetEase, for providing these surveys in game to allow the player base that actually plays the game to give their input, instead of just, again, listening to one side of the story or 1%, etc., etc. Like, just keep on doing this, NetEase. Like, keep doing this. Get everyone's input. That's what we need. All right, so we got pretty similar questions here. Following games you've played in the last 6 months. So again, if you guys been watching the streams and stuff, I've been playing a lot of Destiny Rising. I have been playing D2 as of recent, since they did the changes in the light grind. Still a lot of, still a lot of improvement that Bungie needs to do on their end on that side, but I'd say D2 is probably gonna take most of my time, or have taken most of my time. I have played a little bit of Dragon Ball Legends here and there, but I think D2 is kind of where it's at. As for how satisfied or dissatisfied with Destiny Rising versus the favorite similar game, I would say we're about a 4 with Destiny Rising. Again, like, we do got the Halloween event. They did add the custom emotes, which we'll probably do a separate video on that as well, just kind of going over like how it's used and what kind of dances you can do, what the review process is, etc. But that feature is really, really cool, and I hope they truly expand on that to where we're able to use the emotes like in other places in the game versus just in like your little fire team like window. But the similar game, again, I'm gonna give D2 like a 2, because plenty of room for improvement. They haven't talked about a roadmap, but again, that's a whole side conversation for another day. Let's see, multiple choice. Which of the following do you find most satisfied in Destiny Rising? I mean, endgame is cool. Combat still feels fun. I think over time things will get more stale, just because you're just like you're constantly playing with the same like gameplay loop. So I think as they add more characters that you're able to play like different play styles with, my answer may change. Where I'm most satisfied right now. I only have a set number of Titans that I currently play right now, and we're supposed to be getting Maru. That's supposed to be the next unit that's dropping once Season 2 begins. So I'm hoping that that kind of provides a refresh for me. But right now with, Zhang Wei and Yolder and stuff, it's kind of stale. I'm not even gonna lie. The tutorials, again, once you get into like the mid to end game, tutorials don't really provide much impact. That's only for like the beginning players. So as I'm in right now at the end of Season 1, there's not really any tutorials that I'm running into, besides like the character quest that they do, showing like when you should pop abilities and such. Controls, it feels like they made there's some changes with the controls, like with the sparrows now. When you're like in the air, when you're speeding, like you're doing tricks now, which is cool. I hope that they try to add some custom functionality similar to like D2. We're able to do tricks in the air and such, so we can actually control what we want to do instead of it just doing like random tricks. But I do see the addition that they've done with the sparrows, so good stuff on that, NetEase. IP. The Destiny franchise, yeah, they nailed it. Like I played a Stella storyline, and then I also played the new Hunter as well, beginner storyline. Yo, like the voice acting and like the story building is top notch. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, so if you haven't played their character stories yet, please do. Like Estella's, like I almost shed a tear. I ain't gonna hold you. I almost shed a tear. Playable characters, again, it's fun. Again, you gotta add more of it. We don't have a lot of variety right now, so I feel like as they add more, this will probably change. So I can't say that's my most favorite right now, because again, haven't got any new Titans. Storyline, yeah, storyline is peak. Long-term operations, that's kind of hit or miss. Graphics, I haven't seen many changes to the graphics, so I gotta stick to what stands out to me the most. So this is kind of like where I'm sitting right now. For the IP, they've got plenty of things to do. I'm hoping that they stick with it and they add more flush storylines on some story beats that we really didn't get in Bungie's side of things. So we'll see where they kind of end up with there. How likely I'm able to recommend Destiny Rising to a friend. If you guys had console like support, everybody, but just staying on the mobile and then also PC. Like everybody has a phone, but not everybody is willing to play games like this on their phone. Even though that there is controller support, because when I started playing Destiny Rising on my phone, like I hooked up my PS5 controller and Bluetooth straight up to the joint, and it was working really well. But I don't think a lot of players are going to go that route. It's either if you've got a PC, you're playing on PC with mouse and keyboard or controller support, or you're like one of the few far in between that's actually like playing off your phone. So I'm gonna say a good 7. Again, like that barrier of entry just by being on the phone and PC kind of thing only, it's not, they got to get on consoles, man. You get on consoles, it's a wrap. But then Bungie's gonna get hurt, so I don't know what the clause is around that. We'll have to see how that kind of evolves over time. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the experience with the user interface in Destiny Rising? I'd say pretty satisfied, so I'd give them about a 4. Not too much concerns with how I'm navigating in the menu. Honestly, it's a lot better than the portal that they have on Bungie's side of things. So, you know, at least it's not the portal. So that's the thing. How satisfied or dissatisfied with either art style and graphics? I'm actually very satisfied. I mean, it's a mobile game. Again, gotta remind myself it's a mobile game, and the type of graphics that they're offering is console worthy. So I gotta give props when it's due. You put this thing on console, you release the barriers, man. Who knows what this game could be looking like? Who knows? But how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the following aspects of Destiny Rising? Playable characters, diversity. I'm gonna say neutral on this one because it's just not from a Titan main like myself. I'm speaking from my point of view as a Titan main. Like if I played any character, I'm like, oh yeah, you got hunters, you got warlocks, you got Titans. But as a Titan main, from a variety perspective, we only got Yolder, we've got Finala, which everyone has forgotten about, Zhang Wei, aka Scorpion, and then you know, we got Maru that's about to drop. So there's not a lot of variety. And then also like 3 out of the 4 Titans in the game are defense types, which is kind of weird. So Netties, we need a little bit more variety. We don't have a support Titan yet. So maybe you can drop one of those so we can get some fun gameplay loops going on. But right now, I'm gonna say neutral from a from uniqueness to like, I'm gonna give it about a 3. Social team ups and guilds, top notch. Like the whole clan system in this game is amazing. Like people are so interactive with that. Like we're conquering maps frame 1. As soon as the map reset, 3 bosses are down, people are communicating. Like all this is great. Please add some like different social features to this, like additional like emotes that only clans can have, stuff like that. Emblems that you can unlock based on your like different clan levels or achievements. That would be really, really cool. Progression level up system and loot. I'm gonna say neutral on this because I feel like because of the mythics in the game that kind of reduces the value of legendaries. Like we're all on a power grind right now. And right now mythics are kind of like exotic, especially when you get like the exotic traits that give you the additional effects. That's currently the chase right now. And we're still missing, there's some gaps in some weapon types, like a mythic solar version of a fusion rifle and things of that nature, which over time it'll probably fill in those gaps. But there's some gaps there. And then like the whole like leveling system on getting the exotic perks to kind of like max out your mythics, it seems kind of slow, especially like when you're trying to unlock the exotics fully. You have to get multiple copies and then you have to unlock those with the materials and such. That's a lot of grinding, you know what I mean? I mean, if that's their intention, then sure, but I just say for a casual player myself, like it takes a lot to really max out the weapons that you have in this game. And then again, you guys can tell me in the comments if you feel like the grind is sufficient for that. I just feel like it takes too long, like the amount of like exotic materials that you need. You know, like you got to get multiple copies of the weapon. There's like different catalyst perks that you have to unlock. Like it's a lot of materials and it's a lot of investment, especially when like some of the mythics are better than some of the exotics in the game. Like you gotta make it make sense, right? Enjoyable diversity and replayability, I'd say it's pretty good. Like Singularity is still one of my favorite like activities to play. The 9 stuff is pretty cool. I'm glad that those reset. Legendary campaigns, those are cool, which has like materials that we use to, you know, get the exotic stuff that we need to unlock. So I'd say we're pretty good there. I wish we were able to have a better target farm for certain perks in like your artifacts, because I just feel like the randomization there with all the perk pools that are available is kind of redundant. Like if you can pick and say, I want this artifact and I have a higher chance to get like, you know, enhancement on like arc ability damage or something like that, that would kind of help with the target farm. So that way you're not just on the mercy of RNG. Maybe that's what they were going for. I just feel like I've been grinding for exotic artifacts this whole time and I still don't have the set I need to like fully max out the playstyle that I want. And we're about, what, a couple months in since the game released? Like, how much time do you want me to play on a mobile game? I mean, you give limited energy on purpose, right? If I spend 360 energy and I haven't got not one decent roll, that's kind of a problem. There's that. Long-term operations, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. There's still room for improvement. Exploration, I just maxed out Jinshi Metro, so now I got to do the quest to get the emblem. So we're 2 months in and I finally was able to do that. So that's good. Challenges, rewards, and replayability. Replayability, I'm still in the activities trying to get the grind in, so I'll give them a shout out for that. They can do better with that, just to add some better rewards or whatnot, but we'll see. And then also, we need new strike, gonna need new gauntlet, blitz, and stuff like that, which I believe is coming down the pipeline for season 2. So definitely excited to see what they're gonna drop once that comes out in the next couple weeks. All right, how satisfied or dissatisfied are you? How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the season, events, and mechanics? Neutral on this. It reminds me of like the Destiny 2 like artifact, except not a lot of customizations when it comes to different abilities and stuff. It's just more of like either additional damage resistance or additional damage. That's kinda it. As a matter of fact, there's not really much there. Like if you're going to add some additional gameplay modifications to it, sure, similar to what Bungie has, that keeps the game fresh. And as time progresses, like a different tier opens up, so that way you have more ways to play differently. That'd be cool. But as it stands right now, it feels very bare bone. All right, how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the following content in season 1? Haven Chess, oh no. Say dissatisfied. You can do better. It's your first season. I'm gonna give you a pass. First season, but I'm gonna let you know right now, like there's still room for improvement. Remember, us players, we're coming from Bungie's side, so we got Bungie artifact in us, and we come here and we see this artifact. We're like, this all you got? You can do more than that. We see what can be done. You can do more than that. Cosmetics, there was a lot of exotic ornaments and stuff. I'm satisfied with that. Unfortunately, it was only for a set pool. Maybe you can add more variety for like different weapon types and stuff. That'd be cool. But for like the seasonal stuff, they were really pushing. Like the exotic pulse rifle, they got like 3. Game just dropped. Why you got 3 already? Like that's kind of old. Like give some other ones some additional ornaments and stuff. You know what I mean? More exotic shaders. Like some of the Vex shader that they dropped was very good looking, you know, like increase the chance for that. I feel like you got to be extremely lucky to have it. And I think it was a one-time use. So you better use that gun forever. Like that's insane. Seasonal modifiers and mechanics, elemental cycle. I didn't even notice. So dissatisfied on that one. Y'all let me know in the comments, like, did y'all notice that at all? The solar and void mechanics or whatever that they was kind of leaning towards. I didn't even feel it, to be honest with you. Seasonal activities, excluding the casual, so pretty neutral. And we got a couple going on right now. Like there's the Halloween event that's happening in Singularity, I think. There's the More Get Prey joint just came back, so I like that with the chests. Gives me Riven vibes back in the last Wish raid. So, you know, opening those chests definitely gives some nostalgic feels. But other than that, pretty neutral. And then new story quests, keep that up. We need more of those, more side quests, more story quests, build into the current character quests, like build onto that. That's what we need. We need lore, and not just in lore cards, like give us what you've been giving us. You know what I mean? All right, which of the following best describe your dissatisfaction with seasonal events in Destiny Rising? The pacing, too much, no. Too little. Lack of seasonal stories, yes, we need more of that. Information was unclear. I wouldn't say it's poorly communicated. Lack of new loot, yeah. We need like new, like legendary, mythic, exotic drops. The Luma Leaf Award, definitely need more than that as well. For the free-to-play players and stuff, so you can save up for the characters that you want. Cosmetic and Bright Dust, nah, I mean, I think that's fine. Mechanics and def, yeah. Activities are okay. Character engagement, felt way too unbalanced. Other. Let me see what we're gonna put here. More addition, new strikes, and existing content. Like strikes, man, strikes, you know, different encounters, like the whole challenge mode with the new raid that they drop. The challenge mode, add a new level up and just keep that there. Cause like the regular version, like that's sleep, that's snooze fest. Like you can beat that. Like once you understand the mechanics, like you going in there, it feels like a 6-man strike, which I guess is okay. But like for people who want to be challenged to and get like better rewards or something, maybe a better exotic chance drop, you know, drop that for them. Drop that for us. You know what I mean? Do that. How likely are you continue to playing next season? I'm still playing. Definitely will play. The game has a lot of potential. It's still very new, so I'm super excited to see where the game lands in the next 6 months. If anything, they do need like a communities manager, similar to how Bungie does it, that engages with the community on like social media platforms, doing like, you know, TWABs or whatever, or this week on Destiny Rising, on DR or whatever you want, call it. The community engagement is what's needed, but you got to make sure whoever put as that team can take what the Destiny community can throw at you, and then also create a stage that allows all voices to be heard, not the main YouTubers or whatever the case may be, because you'll see those main drivers that'll push for a particular narrative, and then they lean towards that, and then their game goes to shit, and they're like, oh my god, what happened? I listened to this group. You listened to that group, but you didn't listen to the whole group. You didn't listen to the masses that actually play your game. You didn't listen to John Smith that just got off of work after a 9 to 5. You listening to, you know, X360 HD that play this game for 8 hours a day. Like, you need to listen to the regular player, not the streamer all the time. Now, you can cater to both with a balance, but again, you got to listen to everybody. You can't just listen to that one side. All right, which of the following content do you most desire to have more in future seasons? Now we getting into good questions. This is more destinations, more raids, yes, and keep the matchmaking too, because you know what I mean, like bring in no new players, let them have that entry, add more features to like do additional call outs, like when you had the diagrams come up where you can do like you could ping the whole ping system. add to that the ping system with the pictures and the diagrams. That's what I'm talking about. New PvX, yep, strikes. That's what we're talking about. New enemies and elements. Yeah, hold on, there's too many of them. I gotta think about this. Because I want it all. I want it all. Okay, well, I want more of destination and maps to explore. That's another one. Gauntlet raids. Yup. New PV activities like new strikes. Yup. Game mechanics and enemies. Like, I think we're okay there. Seasonal story, main quest progression. We do need more of that. But what I want more of, new characters, man. We need we gotta start filling up that space. We gotta start filling up Haven with everybody. I want to see, Lord Fellwinter just chilling in that piece. You know what I mean? All right. Do you have any other suggestions and thoughts? Plenty. So, decent job with season 1. I'll give you that. For your first season, the content that you guys have brought to the table have really been pretty okay. I think Destiny Rising had a really good foundation of what was already coming into the game from the alpha to now. Like, we've got the 3 areas or whatever. We've got the multiple activities. You added some seasonal stuff in here and there, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the seasonal stuff didn't really make too much of an impact. We need more content within like the spaces that really make Destiny Destiny, like the strikes, more social stuff. We already got the custom dance, so now you do whatever you want. I don't know how long it's gonna be in the game. I think it's gonna be in the game until this season is up, and there's a contest going on that they're gonna pay you $3,000 in a pot of money so you can create a good emote, which is crazy. Bungie ain't never done nothing like that, giving players real money. Maybe get some bright dust, maybe you get some silver, but no, they giving out cash. Keep that up. More events like that. That'll make anybody jump on it. But for suggestions, thoughts, season 1 was decent. I'm gonna call it TWAB because that's what we remember. You know what I'm saying? This week at Bungie, TWAB is always gonna sit right here in my heart. TWID, it sounds weird, sounds fragile, sounds like a twig. Yeah, we need something that's gonna have some girth. You know what I mean? Anyways, so that's kind of it. All right, so hopefully you guys go ahead and do your surveys. Please, please, please get those surveys in. This is what's really going to drive the game into the direction that the players want. If they're only going by a set handful, aka the people who play this game for a living, then it's going to look like what we got over there in Destiny 2. So please, the regular guys that just jump on for like an hour or two a day, give your feedback, let them know what you like about the game, let them know what you don't like, give them your wish list. Just be critical. Don't guzzle them down and say, oh my God, you guys are the best things ever, please. Like, no, be critical with them without cursing people out. You can be critical and be friendly and provide constructive feedback. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'll probably be streaming. I'm gonna try to stream more often, but I'll try to do it at least once a week because I work a regular job, right? 9 to 5. But try to follow me on Twitter because I do post on there occasionally. I also have my TikTok channel, and there's the YouTube as well, which you guys are probably watching this video right now. But again, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, and happy Halloween.